Hi everybody. So, in our ongoing study of how verbs work in English, today's video is going to focus on verbs that require a that clause after the verb. And these are verbs that tend to focus on putting together communication and ideas and showing what our interpretation is of this information. As we've seen in past videos, there are 5 basic ways of organizing information after a verb. So today's video is going to focus on the verb plus that clause. The reason why we use this structure is to connect our ideas with other information, because we want to show what our interpretation is of a situation or information, and to do that, we use that to connect the one verb with another verb. And there are 2 specific situations where we use this structure in English: verbs of mental activity and verbs of communication. And when I talk about verbs of mental activity, I'm thinking of things like think, know, feel, understand, and believe, where you're talking about what you think or what you know about a particular situation. But it's important to remember one thing about these verbs. Mental activity verbs are not typically used in continuous tenses. So in English, it's technically incorrect to say, I am believing that she is right. If I can't witness a beginning, middle, and end to an action, I don't use a continuous tense. And since this happens inside your head, it doesn't really work that way. With communication verbs, we use that to connect what the verb that we think happened with the communication and the information that was communicated. However, it's important to remember that we use this because we have more alternatives, many more alternatives than just say or tell. Admit, deny, confess, suggest, demand. All of those are different actions. It's like the action is inside the verb, and then there's the information after. Because we do different things with different pieces of information. So we need to have different structures and different verbs that reflect what we're doing. And I know that it's really comfortable to use say, but you know what? It's boring. It doesn't make your language sound interesting or relevant, not compared to the other alternatives that you have. Because that's the thing with communication verbs. We do different things when we communicate, so we have different verbs that show what that kind of communication is. And again, the idea is that works as the connector between what our interpretation is with the information. It connects the idea with the information. So, when do you use this? There are 3 specific reasons why. There are a lot, but there are 3 main reasons why we use communication verbs. We're stating opinions, we're offering solutions, or maybe we're reporting what someone else said. For stating opinions, it could be something like, I believe that he is incorrect. That's just my interpretation. It's an opinion. It's not fact. Offering solutions. I suggest that we wait for a few days. Again, it's not total fact, it's just my opinion. And reported speech. We've got lots of great verbs for reported speech. The report states that we made money last year. We can show how we feel about a situation by choosing a specific verb. And don't forget that this isn't something that's really easy. A lot of people do need a bit of practice to be able to use and remember these kinds of verbs. Got it? I hope that you've got it. So that's our video lesson for today. For those of you who are Stop Spanglish students, go ahead to the exercise now that you've been sent in the Google Drive forms. If you would like more information about learning English or techniques or grammar, feel free to stop by the blog. The address is stop-spanglish.blogspot.ca. And if you're interested in English classes for adult Spanish speakers of English, please visit the web page at www.stopspanglish.com.